Hey guys, Rachel here. I just wanted to upload this really quickly and let you guys know some of my 2014 bookish type resolutions. Given that this is going to be my first year on the booktubes, I thought that this would be really fun. I've watched quite a few within the past couple of days and have really enjoyed them and really enjoyed seeing what other people are planning on doing as far as reading goes for the year. So I thought that this would be something to jump on the bandwagon for. I think that I'm gonna edit all of that crap out. That was terrible. I'm gonna start with a list that I made, kind of chronicling some of the things that I wanted to do as far as my 2014 goals go. This year, I think I posted in my last video that I only read 31 books this year, which isn't bad by any means. It's better than nothing. But this year, I am planning on reading 80 books. This seems like a huge stretch from 30 books, but because I've been a lot more active as far as reading goes and the booktube community goes and Twitter and whatnot, I think this is completely possible. I tend to go through a book every 2 days, 2 to 3 days, depending on, of course, how big the book is, how much I'm enjoying the book, and the means in which I am reading the book. So I think that 80 books is completely plausible. And if I don't hit 80, that's okay too. However many I read is however many I read. I don't like the idea of making reading something that is, absolutely necessary. I have to do it. I like to read for enjoyment, and I think that that is the best way to go about reading. My next resolution is going to be to finish series that I have started. Now this one is going to be the most important to me. I have, and I don't know if you guys have this habit, I have this horrible habit that when I start reading a series, I'll read the first book, maybe the second book, and then I'll just stop. I never tend to continue with the series, and I don't know why it is that I do that. I think that part of me thinks that if you, and I know that a lot of booktubers like to marathon their series, but the problem I have with that is that if I get too much into one specific world, it becomes repetitive, and I get kind of bored with it. Now don't get me wrong, there are series that I have marathoned and finished, that I have really enjoyed, but I think that it's really important to immerse yourself in different worlds, and I think that sometimes I like to stretch out the world throughout a couple of weeks or months or however long it takes me to read the books. But I think it's really important for me to finish series that I start. I think that's my biggest resolution this year. My third resolution is to read more on my Kindle. Yes, this is a Kindle. It looks like a book. I got this for Christmas, but this is the Kindle that my boyfriend bought me for Christmas. This is the Kindle Fire HDX. It's awesome. It's really freaking cool. This is my third Kindle. For some reason, I tend to go through Kindles like really easily. I had the first Kindle, I had the Kindle Fire, and now I have the Kindle Fire HDX, and I absolutely love it. And something that I find about reading on my Kindle is that I read them a lot more quickly than I do regular books. I don't know if I'm the only one, but for some reason, if I'm reading it on my Kindle, I'm not even paying attention to how many pages there are. I'm not paying attention to the thickness of the book. I just read it, and then I'm done. And I remember I read On the Island by Tracy something, and I think I read that an entire, just one night, and that book was nearly 400 pages. So I think that I really need to start reading more on my Kindle to use it for its intended purpose, not just to browse the YouTubes and to browse Twitter. I think that I should get more use out of my Kindle. Another thing, specifically for this channel, is that I would like to upload weekly. We'll see how this goes in terms of editing and whatnot. I work a pretty demanding job and I work a lot of hours, but I think that uploading weekly is pretty manageable, and I think that is something that's very doable. I will upload a video at the beginning of the week, and I'll edit it, and then I'll have it posted by the end of the day. At the end of the week, I'm thinking that Friday or Saturday is a good day to post videos, especially given the fact that that's when most people are, going to be off, or they're maybe not in school and whatnot, and it gives them more time to kind of catch up on their videos. So I think uploading weekly is manageable. Buying less books. This is going to be a huge one. Buying less books. I, like many of my fellow booktubers, have a book buying problem. I see a book on sale, I see a book anywhere really for that matter, and I've got to have it. I watch videos, I see people's reaction to books, and I've got to read them. I just have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have so many books on my TBR and so many books that I have unread because I just keep buying books, and I really need to be watching how I do that. So this year I'm definitely planning on buying less books. And lastly, and something that I plan on doing every year, is going to be rereading The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I have read this book 3 times, and I love it every time. I cry every time. White girl problem. But I love this book. I love everything about this book. I love the story. I love everything. It's so heartbreaking and heart-wrenching, but don't let that deter you. If you haven't read this, just please do it, please. It's so good. It's so good. Read it. But yeah, I am planning on rereading this, specifically for before the movie comes out. I am beyond excited for the movie, and I've been following John Green. He says that the movie is following the book pretty dang closely, so I am beyond excited for this. I am going to be reading this edition, and I'm super excited for it. So yeah, I'm really excited for this year as far as reading goes. I'm really excited to see how everything goes, and hopefully I will get most of these things done. In the comments, you can let me know what some of your 2014 resolutions are. Are there any books that you're planning on reading this year? Are there any series that you're planning on finishing? And let me know, and maybe I'll check it out. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time, and take care. Bye.